So this time let's make some bullets. And in our blueprints folder, let's create a new blueprint class of type actor, which we will call bullet underscore BP. And let's open that up. And if you've got a mesh or 3D model for a bullet, awesome. If not, I'm just going to use a sphere, sorry, and stretch it out a bit and then scale it down a bit like that. Nice and simple. And I'm also going to set the collision, I guess. No, we'll leave it as, no, we'll say overlap all just for now. And then we've got that. So we also want to add a projectile movement. So the projectile movement is what's going to control it to shoot forward. And by default, let's give it a minimum speed, or initial speed of, we'll just say 10,000 and 10,000. You can tweak these numbers as you're happy with. If you want to be affected by gravity, type in there. If you want to just shoot forward, set it to 0. That's your call. But we're also going to want to kill these after a bit of time. So after they've been created, we're just going to do a delay. And maybe that delay is going to be about 2 seconds. And then we're just going to destroy actor, which will be self. So after 2 seconds, they're going to destroy themselves. All right, now let's get our flying pun and edit it. So with our flying pun, first of all, we're going to need to consider where this bullet's coming from. So let's just add an arrow. And this will be the point where the bullet's going to shoot from. So for now, I'm just going to sort of set it as here. And let's go to event graph. In fact, let's actually create an input for this. So I'm going to go to my settings, project settings. And we're going to send input by scrolling down to inputs and action mapping. And we'll call it shoot. Now, to shoot, I'm just going to use keyboard R. If you've got like a gamepad, you can set up other stuff like right trigger for like R2 and so forth. You can set up stuff, maybe left mouse actually. We should have done left mouse button as well. Left mouse button click would have been good. Yes, you know what, let's quickly set up a left mouse button as well. Input and left mouse button. Awesome. So now when we do a search for the word shoot, our event pops up. So when we press shoot, what we're going to do is we're going to spawn actor. And that actor from class is going to be our bullet. And where are we going to spawn it? That's our spawn transform. Is going to be our arrow, which we're going to get world transform. And that should be all right. Let's give it a test, see if it works. So once we fly, we can see if we press the shoot button, we're firing a bunch of these bullets, which look all right. They're not, because I turned off collision, they're not bouncing off the floor or anything. You could set your collision back if you wanted to on the sphere, but let's actually make them look a bit prettier. So I've not got a materials folder, so I'll just quickly create a material here for it, and that's going to be our bullet material, which is going to be nice and super simple. I'm going to hold 3 and left click in some space to set it to a colour. Let's go for something quite spacey. Yeah, we'll just go for that. And we're going to make this glow. So I'm going to create a multiply by either holding M and left clicking or typing in multiply. And we're going to wire this into a multiply, and the multiply will just, I don't know, times by 12. You might have to tweak or change that number, and we'll put that into our emissive. Let's actually make the bullet, should we make the bullet a little bit see-through? We'll make it just a bit see-through too by, with nothing selected, click on your blend mode and change it to additive and set our opacity. So I'm going to create a scalar value by just holding 1 and left clicking and wiring that into our opacity. And let's just give it, I don't know, 0.8. And we can save that and close it. And then we need to go to our blueprint and set what it looks like. And that should pretty much be good. Alright, let's close you, go back to our bullet, change the material line to our bullet material, hit compile, and see how it looks now. Looks fine. I think I might make the bullets a little bit bigger, and I might make the glow a little bit bigger. So on our bullet, I scaled it down quite a lot to like 0.25. Maybe I'm actually going to set that to 0.4. And on the material, maybe I'll actually increase the emissive a bit to like 20 and set you to 0.9. And there you go. That's it. How to create yourself a bullet.